All right, Jonathan Walsh, we are live. Lord Beaverbrook Arena, Lord Beaverbrook Rink, I should say. Arena's in Chatham. Lord Beaverbrook Rink here in St. John.
No, are we Lord or Lady?
Lord.
So where's the Lady? Fredericton?
Lady is in Fredericton.
That's St. Thomas University's Lady Beaverbrook?
There's the Beaverbrook Rink in St. Andrews as well.
Oh, really?
There is, yeah.
And then what's the LB? Is the LBA in Chatham is the Lord Beaverbrook?
Lord Beaverbrook, yeah.
Who happens to be from Newcastle, I should add.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of him, even though he's from the wrong side of the river.
Well, yeah. He knew where to live.
Welcome, everyone. John and I take you through a little history of Lord Beaverbrook, otherwise known as Sir Max Aiken. So, our U13AAA Fury, big game today here against the U13AAA Fundy Kraken. Kraken in second place in our league. Fury 1 point behind in second.
And looking to avenge a loss here the last time, Brian.
That's it. Here we go. Elise Bourgeois gets over the blue line. She's into the offensive zone, chasing the puck, and that's being called.
What's going on here? Whistles are blowing.
I'm not sure what that's being called for. Oh, the clock didn't start.
No clock.
You know, I thought the Kraken had the better of us off that draw, so this is great. We got a reset, and we're going to start fresh.
So we'll just have the whole game start over then?
Yeah.
Will they do that, or will they have the face-off? Yeah, because there was no offside, so.
Steve McLaughlin down there shivering as a resident Lululemon ambassador, and obviously Lululemons are not built for winter, and Steve is looking pretty cold down there on the bench.
But he's looking sharp.
He does look good.
Yeah.
He just looks frozen.
Yeah, fresh dew. He told me he takes the number 2 to his head. Keeps it short and easy.
So Fury take a quick line change, I think. No, those are the new lines. So.
And you know what? Actually, I disagree. Unless they're going to run the clock down. I disagree. They should just start at center ice.
Yeah.
Where we lost 38 seconds of hockey.
Yeah.
There was no shots on that. There was nothing.
In fairness to the Kraken who won the faceoff.
Oh, okay, we're gonna run the clock down.
Alexa Ferrand steps into the faceoff here for the Fury. That's won by the Kraken down in the corner. That's Hadley Stewart for the Kraken with the puck. She comes behind the net, sends it up the wall. Kraken now try to chip it out, held in by Sam Boyard. Boyard continues to hold it in. There goes Elise Bourgeois with the puck. Oh, poked away from her. Out to the blue line. Boyard comes up with it. She's going to turn and move that puck wide to Kate Nelson. Nelson and Ferrand drive towards the net. Nelson out front towards Ferrand into a set of skates. Nelson with a shot just wide of the net. Puck goes in the corner. Bourgeois with it there. She sends it up the wall to Boyard. Boyard's going to walk the blue line. She's going to move that over to her partner Atkinson. Atkinson with the puck. She makes a nice little move. Puck's poked away there by McGraw. Kraken come up with it on the boards. Attempt to break it out. Held in nicely there by Alexa Ferrand, the forecheck. Now Stewart for the Kraken behind the net. She's under pressure from Bourgeois. They work it up the wall. They break it out to the middle. Line change here. Padrones comes over the boards along with Walsh. McGraw gains the zone for the Kraken. She chips it in deep. Eve Landry is back there to pick that up. Landry with it. She sends it around the wall. Broken up there by the Kraken. Back into the Fury zone. Atkinson now with it. Atkinson picks up that puck. She works it off the wall towards Bork. Eve Bork in there on the right side. Back down into the corner again. Here's Eve Landry. Landry after it in a bit of a foot race. She gets it up the wall just through the legs of Lara Walsh, and it's back into the corner. Landry now. She's having a look, looking for an opening. Broken up nicely by the D. Johnson, I believe that is, for the Kraken. Puck gets back into the middle. Padrones comes up with it. She's got Walsh and Bork with her. Sends it rink wide. Bork's into the corner. Eve Bork doing battle in there. That's going to be held in nicely by Sophie Knight. Nice job by Knight on the blue line. Lara Walsh with the puck now. Walsh feeds that back to Landry. Landry shoots, tipped in front. Bork has a little bit of time and space. Oh, just off her stick. And here come the Kraken trying to break out of the zone. That's broken up nicely by Padrones. Held in by Walsh. Now poked into the neutral zone. Knight hustles back to take that puck away from the Kraken player. Now McGraw for the Kraken through center. She steps in on Landry through the middle. She gets in there and scores. McGraw, one of the leading scorers in the league, just showed us why.
Well, she went through 4 of our players.
Yeah, she beat 4 players before she got to shoot, and Dee did a job there trying to tie her up. She just got her hands loose and threw it upstairs. So the Harriman line will come out here now with McLaughlin and Kavanaugh. DeMille and Lacasse on the blue line. Draw one by the Kraken. Beaten for the Kraken back there on D. She goes to her partner, gives it away to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with it out. She steps in the corner. Fires it towards the front of the net, broken up by the Kraken. Now held in there by DeMille. DeMille down low to McLaughlin. She goes wide to Kavanaugh. Just couldn't quite crawl the pass. Nice chance in front of the net there for Madison Kavanaugh. Face-off will be here to the left of the Kraken goalie. Harriman in against McGraw. Puck is won there by McGraw. She steps behind her own net. She's looking for an outlet. She's got a bit of time and space. Steps around one forechecker. Puck goes off a skate back into the Kraken zone. Just out of the reach of McLaughlin. Kraken gain the zone. Puck's in behind Eloise Perreault, who's in the net for the Fury today. Puck back to the blue line. Kraken shot. There's no sound.
Do we have a spare 35?
Is there no sound? That's so weird.
Test,
test. Shows
test,
that
test.
How about now, I wonder? How do we know if there's sound, Matthew?
Somebody just told me that somebody was watching.
Ask your dad to text you if he can hear us.
I don't know if anyone can hear us or not. Everything appears to be working. I don't know, that's perfect. I can change my batteries in that. How's yours? You're still blue? All right.
Yeah, I'm still blue.
All right, let's try that.
There goes Nelson along the wall. She's got Fanon with her supporting. Back to the point. Atkinson chips that deep into the corner. Bourgeois go behind that, hope to retrieve that puck. She's battling behind that. Out she comes with it. Looking to do a backhand. Back to the point. She goes to Boyard. Boyard with the shot. Oh, deflected. Just to the side of the net. Good chance there by the Fury. Far side, Atkinson battling hard. She's physical over there. Nelson with it now. She throws that towards the net. That's picked up by the Kraken. They're looking to exit the zone at the center ice to go back to Boyard. Boyard over to Nelson. Nice pass there. Nelson going to go over the blue with the puck. That's picked away by the Kraken. Here they come on an odd man rush as the Fury are making changes here. Good back check there by Bourgeois. That's Boyard up off the wall. Goes to Bourgeois. She goes far side to Walsh. That's off her stick, and she leaves that for Padrones. Padrones in and around. She's got Walsh out front. Tried to find her. That pass is deflected. Here comes Bork. Oh, good job by Bork. She was trying to keep that in. Dumped in deep by the Kraken. Will not be icing. Brian's making some battery changes here. And we will be shorthanded for interference. So 2 minutes or less here as we go to the penalty box, the sin bin. Sèvres Landry, just like her dad, Remy, she's not a morning person. She's taking out that aggression and crankiness on the opposing Kraken.
All right, are we back in business? I think we have
sound. I see Cindy here nice and early for these morning games. No Remy, though. He's home in bed.
Well, we've yet to successfully broadcast with sound of 3 full periods in St. John this season. That continues today.
Can your dad text and see if he can hear you?
Yeah, if anyone can hear us out there, let us know.
Just waiting for the 2 minutes to go up here, Brian.
So
I haven't got any. Usually my in-laws will also text me.
Okay, Roy, my stepdad Roy in this morning, Roy. My mom and Roy in Quebec City right now.
Okay.
And they say they get good sound.
Okay.
Other than they don't like listening to your voice. Otherwise, they said the sound is crystal clear. It's the message they're struggling with a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying good, Brian. They're saying good.
Yeah, they're not saying good quality, just good sound, right?
Yeah, you know what? My wife keeps telling me to whisper sweet nothings to her. Like that's her polite way of telling me not to talk.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say nothing, though. You got to say something sweet. All right, Lara Walsh in the battle just inside the blue line. Padrones comes up with it. That puck goes out to center. Down into the corner. That goes off the stick of DeMille. Lacasse comes up with it. Lacasse wearing number 35 today. Lara Walsh fires that up the middle into the center ice. Picked up there by Johnson for the Kraken. She steps around one of our players. Walsh from the back check. Puts her under pressure. Steals the puck. Great back check there by Lara Walsh on the penalty kill. Padrones and Walsh are going to change. McLaughlin and Kavanaugh come over the boards. Next round of the penalty kill. Kraken stepped out of their zone. They drink wide. Coming down the left side here as they enter the Fury zone. Puck goes deep into the corner. There's Atkinson to pick it up for the Fury. She has a bit of time and space. She's going to chip that off the boards. And then, attempts to send it out. Just fanned on it. Gets to the blue line, not out. Puck held in there. Kavanaugh and McLaughlin putting some pressure on the Kraken players with the puck. Down low by the Kraken on the left-hand side. They work it up to the blue line. Now they get back up the blue line again. Shot blocked in front by Madison Cavanaugh. Kraken are offside. They're going to have to tag up. 51 seconds to go here in the penalty kill. Puck gets all the way out to center ice. Broken up there by the Kraken D. Kraken D go up the wing to McGraw. McGraw into the zone. She shoots it down behind the Fury net. Boyard's going to go back for that puck. 36 seconds to go in the Fury penalty kill. Atkinson has it. She sends it down the wall and all the way into the Kraken zone. Harriman's in there in the forecheck. Harriman in there against Hadley Stewart. Stewart goes behind the net, reverses. Harriman's going to put some pressure on. Stewart fires that all the way down the ice. That should be icing with 17 to go here in the penalty to Eve Landry for not being a morning person. So, John, do you know what today is? The date today? December.
Oh my God, no! I just flew home. Again, I told you, I flew home last night, and I've been at St. John twice in 15 hours. I don't even know.
So December 6th, and tomorrow would be the
7th of December.
6, 7.
Oh wow!
Look at that, huh?
Look at you.
Look at me, yeah.
You're
had to
coolest guy I know.
Had to lead you down the path a bit on that one, but we got there. Kraken gain the zone. They go wide. They're into the corner. 7 seconds to go in the power play for the Kraken. Lacasse lifts the stick of the Kraken player. She comes out with the puck. She sends it up to the blue line, not out. Ferrand is there. Ferrand. Broken up by the Kraken and held in. Down low. Kraken still with it. They're in the corner. Kraken work it out to the blue line. Shot tipped away from the front of the net by Ferrand. Here goes Anna Lacasse. Lacasse is there with Nelson on the wall. Ferrand is also there to help. Lacasse comes out with it. She reverses. Oh, she gets tripped up. Kraken fire to the front of the net, broken up in front by Sophie Knight. Knight recovers. She sends it up the wing to Nelson. Nelson. She goes rink wide to Elise Bourgeois. Bourgeois has got a little bit of daylight here. She spins back. She's looking for help. She gets knocked over by Little. Anna Lacasse steps in to hold the zone. She gets it back to Bourgeois on the wall. Bourgeois now. She works it towards the front of the net. Nelson was there, broken up. Bourgeois comes out with it. Poked away from her. Little for the Kraken grabs the puck. She calmly goes behind the net, looking for a breakout. Sends it up the wall. That's going to be intercepted by Alexa Ferrand. Kraken trying to clear the zone and can't. Bourgeois comes out with it. She's going to turn and shoot just wide of the net.
Oh, here
Nelson
we go.
fires the rebound.
Oh, goodness.
Almost in front of the net. Nice through-way passing there. Bourgeois shoots again. Nice save by the Kraken goalie. Ferrand. She comes up the rebound, sends it down to the corner, broken up by the Kraken. Nelson's there. Ferrand and Nelson there together. DeMille now. DeMille shoots in the blue line. That gets all the way down to Bourgeois in front of the net. She's in a battle. Kraken send it up the wall. Fury have gone for a change. Landry's on the back check now. She bodies her player, and she's going back to the sin bin for 2 more minutes. Eve Landry. Start calling her Remy Jr. this morning. A little bit of an edge out there.
Yeah.
So 6:42 to go here in the first period. 1-0 for the hometown Kraken.
As a reason, Dr. Remy Landry only starts his practice at 11 in the mornings. He's 11 to 4 Monday to Friday. He's takes him that long to get warmed up.
That's it.
Yeah, he's just not a morning guy, unless he has a 7 a.m. tea time.
Totally different.
Then he's a different person altogether.
Face off one there by Padronas down in the corner. Atkinson comes up with it. Atkinson steps around the Fury net. She's going to send it all the way down the ice. 1:50 to go here in this power play for the Kraken. Eb Bork in on the forecheck. Bork chases Hadley Stewart around the net. Stewart still with it. She comes up the wall. She's looking for an outlet. Nowhere to go. Nice job by Eb Bork. Padronas is there now. Padronas and Bork. They stand up the line nicely. Puck squirts away from Atkinson. Now the Kraken are going to have it down low. Bork. She's putting some pressure in down low. McGraw maintains it for the Kraken. She gets it to the blue line. Back down the wall. Broken up there by Sophie Knight.
Get out.
Puck gets out to the blue line, but not out. Knight with it again.
Second
Knight
chance.
this time will get it out. Oh no,
Nope.
held in by the Kraken D. She steps in. She fires. Shoots. Tipped in front. Off a Fury helmet into the net. 2-0. Fundy Kraken. So, that's not exactly the way we want to start.
You know, I hate to go back to our chief scout Atkinson, but David was saying he didn't like the intensity of the warm-up.
You know, Dave, I know Dave's always telling Claire to use her head, but I don't think he meant it that way.
Yeah, that's why they pay him the big bucks.
So, Emily Harriman, Madison Cavanaugh, and Chloe McLaughlin up front for the Fury. Harriman wins the draw, gets to McLaughlin. Puck gets down to Sam Boyard on D. Boyard and McLaughlin do battle here in the neutral zone. Puck gets to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh steps around her player. She's in on the forecheck. Kavanaugh gets there. She's in a battle down low. Harriman's there to help. Harriman now puts some pressure on. Player coughs it up. That gets to Elise Bourgeois. Boyard shoots from the circle.
Oh!
Off a skate in front. Puck kind of sat there for a minute. Now Bourgeois again. Here's Bourgeois. Bourgeois goes to Boyard. Boyard shoots from the blue line, just wide. Rebound is behind the net. Kraken grab it, and that's Johnson for the Kraken. She can really skate. She's going to go for a skate, but she gets pulled down. No penalty. That's good news for us.
Like the referees realize he's called 2 in a row against us, and we're down 2-0. So
that's it. Fury get the puck deep in the zone. No, that's going to be icing.
Yeah, we were a couple feet on the wrong side of the red line, so the linesman on that side waved it off, but the linesman on this side clearly said no.
Well, lots of hockey left though. 4:59 to go first period. 2-0.
Although compared to the last time we were here, and we would have outshot the Kraken by a score of probably 2-1. Today we don't have a whole lot of shots on goal so far, so that's got to change soon.
Haven't found the way to get the puck through the net yet. Bourgeois chips it off the boards. No, held in there by Manderson. No, Marsh, I mean to say. Puck now gets to Bourgeois. There's 3. Oh, Ferrand's just offside as she gets pushed into the zone by the Kraken back checker. Smart play there by the St. John player to keep Alexa from getting onside.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Face-off will be at the offside dot just outside the Kraken zone. Bourgeois, Ferrand, and Kate Nelson out there with Ryan DeMille and Sophie Knight, I believe that is. No, Anna Lacasse. I'm confused by the jersey number not being normal. So Lacasse and DeMille on the blue line. DeMille works it up to Nelson just out of her reach. Kraken try to clear the zone, but do not. Nelson's in hard on the forecheck. She's got Bourgeois with her. Bourgeois is there. Puck bounces high over her stick. Lacasse back down the wall to Bourgeois. Kraken D grab it and send it all the way down the ice. That should be icing. Nope, waved off. Laundry's back with it. Kraken go for a change. We got a bit of time and space. Nice outlet pass there to Nelson. Nelson throws it wide, picked off there by the forechecker for the Kraken. Bourgeois comes back. She recovers that puck. She steps around the Kraken player. She is gone. Dipsy Doodle in around the Kraken player. Goes right in front of the net.
Oh, they both
just
left
out
it.
of the reach of both
I think
players.
they both thought the other was going to go for it.
Nice play by Elise Bourgeois, and Ferrand and Nelson both guilty of being too nice. Neither one wanted to take the puck. Puck is all the way back behind our net now. McGraw's in on the forecheck for the Kraken. She sends it rink wide, but Bork will be there for the Fury. Bork is there. Bork is Sophie Knight down there helping her in the battle. Kraken come out with it. They get loose in front. Nice save by Eloise Perrault. Knight has the puck in her skates. She does battle. Puck squirts away from her. Now Ferrand's down low to help out. Ferrand and Bork are there. Puck comes out to the blue line. Kraken attempt to hold the line and do. McGraw with it now for the Kraken. She shoots. Glove save by Perrault. Back to McGraw. She's all alone in front. Goes rink wide. Back door, and the girl couldn't handle the pass. Knight was there to shut that down. Battle in the corner now. Knight and Ferrand there behind our net. Nelson's on the wing. Puck gets out in front.
We got caught out there a little too long. We had some tired players.
Yeah, so we've got 2 goals in our own net and 1 goal by the Kraken to make it 3-0 here. Fury in the holiday spirit already, giving them two own goals in the first period. I find the Kraken are just forechecking us to death.
The difference is they're first to the puck.
Yeah, they are winning the races and the battles at the moment, but hopefully we can spin that around. Puck deep in the Kraken zone. You got Bork and Walsh in there on the forecheck. Walsh now, she puts some pressure in. Bork is there. Kraken D continues. They grab the puck in the corner. They send it up the wall. Puck's all the way down the ice here. Claire Atkinson's going to spin by and pick that up for the Fury. She stops up, steps away from the Kraken forechecker. 3 Kraken players in there now, but Walsh comes out with it. Lara Walsh on the wall. Puck poked away from her by the Kraken. Here goes Padrona. She's going to be in a battle, and the other Kraken D is going to step into that puck. That's Johnson. She beats 3 players, and then Boyard saw enough of that and knocked her on the ice. Bork sends it up the wall. It gets to the middle. There goes Lara Walsh. Walsh now. She gains the neutral zone. Smartly chips it in deep. Walsh and Padrones are there. They send it up the wall towards Padrones. Padrones steps to the front of the net, shoots. Nice shot. Rebound just out of the reach of Larry Walsh, and the Kraken cleared down the ice, but no icing. Not quite enough steam on that one. Atkinson grabs that puck. She sends it up the wall to Walsh. Walsh chips it to the middle. Broken up there by Stewart. Stewart sends it back in. Atkinson now with it. Atkinson grabs that puck. It comes up the wall to Chloe McLaughlin. Back down deep. McGraw's in there for the Kraken.
Yeah, first the puck, right?
Yep, they're winning a lot of those races. But we've been out there a long time. We're caught long shift again. Here's Chloe McLaughlin. She's got the puck down in the corner. She dangles around one player, gets to the middle, looking for a little bit of daylight. She chips it up and almost out. DeMille sends it wide for Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets there. McLaughlin's all alone as his line went for a change. Here comes Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh wins the race to it. She's in the battle on the boards. Now Harriman's there to help her. Puck gets out to Lacasse. Lacasse shoots. Rebounds there. Covered up smartly by the Kraken goalie. She's not had a lot of shots tonight in the this goalie, and she's pretty good. So face-off will be to the left of the Kraken goalie with 54 seconds to go. Harriman in there against, I believe, McGraw. Harriman wins the draw to McLaughlin. Puck squirts down in the corner. Battle behind the net. Harriman and McLaughlin are there for the Fury. Puck works her way up the wall to Anna Lacasse. Lacasse, she almost holds it in. Kraken player comes away with it. Back into the Kraken zone. There you go, DDD. They're going to break out. Kraken up the wall. They get to Ryan DeMille. DeMille now for the blue line. She has a look. She goes rink wide. That's off a stick in front. Intercepted by the Kraken. Now, Harriman stopped up as she exits the zone. Nice job backchecking there by Elise Bourgeois. Bourgeois, puck hits the Kraken. They're going to shoot from the far right point. Missed low and wide. Kraken trying to shoot again, but battle on the boards. Bourgeois is there along with DeMille. Kraken send it down low. Lacasse is there to grab that. 3 seconds to go, first period. Lacasse has a look, but we're out of time in this first period, which might be a good thing. Chance for us to regroup.
Well, two sides of the here, Brian, because the last time we were in St. John, we were all over them, and unfortunately had nothing to show for it. But today, it's a different story where we're getting outworked consistently. So, good thing is, it's only the first period that's concluded, so there's still 2 more full periods of hockey to play. So hopefully the girls can wake up and win some puck battles.
Yeah, hopefully Coach Tony has some words of inspiration to light a little fire in the girls here. On a more exciting Fury note, I saw this morning that the U13AAA Fury, who are in Brampton, Ontario at the Two Nations Cup, are 2-0. Won their first 2 games up there in one of the biggest U15 showcases in Canada. So nice to see our Fury girls representing the CFA Fury organization proudly up there and winning a few hockey games.
No, happy for those girls. And a good coaching crew too, so wish those girls well, and hopefully they can bring home a gold medal. So
it's great to see how the Fury brand has become known across Canada in girls hockey circles, and how well the girls in the older age groups have done to represent, a great organization from a small little province in Canada. So it's nice to see that.
Well, there's the 2011s and 2011s in particular were extremely strong birth year. And 2012s were no slouches either, so some really good hockey players in those age groups.
All right, so we'll see whether the coaching staff were able to connect the wires here between periods. We're going to have the Ferron line kick off the second period for the Fury. It's Kate Nelson at left wing, Elise Bourgeois at right wing, Sophie Knight and Landry on the blue line, and Eloise Perreault tending the cage for us. Puck's back into the Fury zone. Landry's there, but it's just out of her reach, so Perreault will cover that up, and we'll have a face-off to her right. Eloise's parents wanted her to stand out today, so they left her game jersey at home, and she's going like a soccer goalie with the teal-green color jersey this morning.
Well, she wanted it to match. She was going for more color coordination with the stripe on the pants.
Yeah, no, it's like, fashion over function sometimes, John. Here comes Perron with the puck. She gets it wide to Nelson. Nelson's got a little bit of daylight here. She's got Bourgeois with her. Sends it wide. Bourgeois there. Oh, what a nice play and a great save
That
by
was
the
a really
Kraken
good
goalie.
play by Nelson. Nice
That
pass.
was a really nice three-way attack triangle there and a nice shot on net as a result. Knight with it now at the blue line. She shoots.
Go in.
Tipped in front. Rebounds
There it
there.
is.
Oh, what a
my
save.
goodness, how did that not go in?
Was all over it, and the goalie slid over and stopped that puck. Back in front again. Here we go. Bourgeois now. A little bit of energy in the Fury. It's fun to
Hey,
see.
we're
Nice
skating.
shot by
We're moving
Bourgeois.
our feet. Good things are happening.
Kraken send it out to the middle. Ev Landry is there. Here goes Landry. She's coming around the net. She has a look. She finds Nelson on the wall. Squirts away from her under some pressure from the Kraken player, Little. Here goes Nelson. Nelson gets it off the wall. She gets it to Ferrand. Ferrand. She sends it up. Blocked in front by Ferrand. Bourgeois has it now. She spins away from the back checker. Sends it off the wall. There goes nice forecheck by Elise Bourgeois. Kraken recover. They break out. Now you've got Padronas in there on a bit of a forecheck. Kraken sneak away into the neutral zone. Padrona stops that play dead at the blue line. We're going to come back the other way now. Here comes Lara Walsh with it. Lara Walsh and Padronas. Padronas leans on her player. She'll send it deep into the Kraken zone. Walsh in on the forecheck. Walsh is in there. Put some pressure on. Kraken D attempt to come up the wall. Winger comes back behind the net with it. Now Bork's in there in the forecheck. Nice job by Ev Bork. She knocks that away from the Kraken D. Fury are buzzing here, John. Lara Walsh from the forecheck. She knocks her player to the ice. Bork comes out with it. Bork does battle. She gets knocked over. It's a battle royal here in the corner. Padrona is going to come out with that puck, and she does. She spins away from one player. Steps away from the second one. She's got the puck behind the net. That's broken up by Stewart from the Kraken. Atkinson's going to jump in here. She pinches down low to hold the zone. Puck comes up to the half wall. Atkinson's still there. Back behind the net. Over to Ev Bork. Bork, she's looking for it. Puck squirts to the middle. Lara Walsh. Lara Walsh shoots. Broken up in front by the Kraken D. Back up to Boyard at the blue line. Boyard holds the line. She gets it down in the zone. Kraken player attempts to clear. Broken up by Padronas. That goes to Bork. Over to Walsh. Bork with a shot. Oh! Just rolls up the goalie's shoulder and misses. Walsh. Walsh gets it up to Atkinson. Atkinson crossed the line.
Still not offside.
Almost. Now Boyard. Puck squirts away from her. Atkinson. Atkinson sends that puck up the wall. Broken up by the D from the Kraken. It's back into the Fury zone. Boyard now. Boyard grabs that puck. She's in the corner. She sends it up the far side. Bork's over there for it. She's going to try to clear it. Under some pressure from the Kraken. Gets the blue line. Shot towards the net. Broken up by Boyard. Boyard gets it to Kavanaugh. Broken up again by the Kraken. D back into the zone again. Atkinson sends it towards the wall. Kavanaugh's down low to try and help out. She's got Padronas with her. Here comes Boyard. Boyard step towards the middle. That's intercepted. Kraken player shoots. Ev Bork blocks that shot. Looks like she's a bit of discomfort getting to the bench, but saved a shot to the net. Kraken still with it. McGraw towards the net. Feeds it down low. Broken up by Padronas. Here they go. Padronas, McLaughlin, and Kavanaugh. Padronas shoots it on net. And we'll have a stoppage of play here. Face-off will be to the right of the Kraken goalie. Referee appears to be signaling. Okay, I thought he was signaling offside for a minute, but he's not. So Harriman, Kavanaugh, and McLaughlin on the face-off with DeMille and Lacasse. Face-off won by Harriman. Back to DeMille. DeMille shoots right on net. Stopped nicely there by the Kraken goalie. 11:10 to go, second period. Kraken goalie's good at controlling rebounds.
Yeah, she's a good little goalie. There's no doubt about it.
Here we go again. Harriman wins it on the wall over to Kavanaugh. That's broken up by the Kraken player. Harriman gets it to DeMille. DeMille works it down low into the corner. Comes out with it over to Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin, she's got the puck. She's going to spin. She's got Harriman in front and Kavanaugh feeds it in front. Where is it? Who's there? Oh. 2 or 3 Fury players nearby and just out of their reach as the Kraken goalie covered it up again. Nice to see a little bit of offensive zone momentum here, John, in this period.
Yeah.
Harriman wins the draw to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's on the wall with it now. She spins away from that Kraken defender. Trying to work it out of the corner. Puck gets down low again. Kraken come up with it. Kraken try to send it up the wall. That's going to get broken up there by Harriman. They shoot it up the wall. Held in nicely at the blue line by Lacasse. McLaughlin now. She's got Kavanaugh and Harriman with her. Puck shot just wide of the Kraken net. They fire it up the wall. Lacasse is there. She's going to try to hold it in and does with a bit of help from Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it towards the front of the net. That's broken up by the Kraken. Here they come. That's Johnson for the Kraken. She can really dipsy doodle. She comes down the right side, spins back, still with the puck, shoots. Nice save there by Eloise Perreault. And number 22 for the Kraken is fun to watch.
Good player.
She's not like beating everyone. She's not going end to end with blazing speed, but she's sure can handle the puck. Ferron the face-off. She ties up the center from the Kraken, McGraw. Battle in front. Ferron steps away with it. She feeds it over to Elise Bourgeois. Bourgeois gets some time and space. She gets wide. She shoots. Oh, nice shot. Nice save. Rebound. Ferron's with it behind the net. She's got Nelson in front. Ferron steps forward. Shoots wide of the net. Nelson now tries to get it in front of Ferron. That's broken up by the Kraken. They'll step out of the zone and gain center. Here come the Kraken into the Fury zone. Knight's there to put a stick on that. That's going to be covered up by Eloise Perreault. Face-off will be to the right of the Fury net. Fury going to send out some fresh troops. The line of Walsh, Bork, and Padrones. We have Knight and Ev Landry on the blue line. Nice job by Ev Bork to block that shot at the blue line. Kraken managed to hold it in. Now we get it out. Bork gets it out. She chips it to Padrones. She's away to the races. Here comes Alexis. Nice move. Fires. Shoots. Ooh, nice glove save there by the Kraken goalie. Lara Walsh has the puck now. She sends it out to the blue line to Landry. There goes Ev Landry. She looks in front. She's Bork broken up by the Kraken player, McGraw. They come the other way. Here comes the Kraken. They're trying to use RD as a screen, but blocked in front nicely by Sophie Knight. Lara Walsh comes out with it. She feeds Padrones. Puck held in there by Hannon for the Kraken. Sophie Knight goes rink wide. Nice pass to Ev Bork. Broken up there by the Kraken. Padrones now. She chips it into the Kraken zone. Now she's going to come out with it. Here at center. She steps into the offensive zone. Broken up again. A little game of ping pong going on here. Back and forth, back and forth. Puck comes up the wall. Walsh with it now. She chips it deep. Padrones in a battle, cuts that off. She sends it down in the corner. Walsh in on the forecheck. Get some time and space. Boyard's there. Puck squirts away from McLaughlin all the way back to the Fury blue line. Here's Atkinson. Atkinson looking for some daylight. She sends it up the wall to McLaughlin. Chips it off of Chloe's stick. That's broken up by Harriman at center as they attempt to gain the zone. Back into the Fury zone. Atkinson now with it. Atkinson stops up behind her own net. She's looking for an outlet. She's got two forecheckers coming her way. She sends it airmail up the right side towards Kavanaugh. Away from her, back down in the corner. Harriman's down low with the puck. She sends it up the wall towards Kavanaugh. That hits the referee. Hometown ref giving the hometown team a little help there. Atkinson has the feet pulled out from under her, no call. She gets up, chips it behind the net. Boyard's there. Boyard. She spins back the other way. Here goes Atkinson, sends it up the wall. Nobody home there. Here goes Boyard now. He goes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin. Here goes McLaughlin. Broken up at the blue line. And we're going to go the other way again. Claire Atkinson now. She sends it to the blue line, not out. Broken up there by the Kraken player. Here goes McLaughlin. She's got it the right side. She steps to the middle, feeds Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's got a bit of a head of steam. Broken up by Hadley Stewart for the Kraken. She attempts to step away with it, but Emily shuts her down at the blue line. Red line, I should say. Now, Claire Atkinson beats it off the wall. Nelson grabs it. Here goes Nelson in the corner for the Fury. She's looking for someone out front. Got time and space, sends it out front. Nobody home as we were on a line change. DeMille now breaks that puck up at center and sends it deep into the corner. 22 for the Kraken. Grabs the puck. Slips off her skate. Here we go. Bourgeois shoots. Oh, nice save by the Kraken goalie. Good forecheck pressure here by this line. Ferrand, Bourgeois, and Nelson. Kraken skate it to the blue line, and they're going to fire a shot just high and wide. Now, Little for the Kraken sends it towards the net. Broken up by Anna Lacasse. Lacasse, she'll send it off the wall to release Bourgeois. Bourgeois gets hauled down. We're going to have a power play. Here we go. Alexa Ferrand steps around her player. She's under some pressure behind the net. And Alexa still has it. Nice job by Alexa. Feeds it in front to Alexis. Back in front.
Oh,
forehand,
my
backhand
goodness.
by Bourgeois. Stopped by the goalie. And it's still 3-0, but we are going to go to the power play. So, first power play of the game for the Fury. Kraken have found 2 power play goals in this game, both deflected into our net by our own team.
I hope we can deflect pucks into the other team's net on this power play.
Power play will be Walsh, Padrones, and Nelson with Knight and Landry. Draw one by Padrones to Knight. Knight now at the blue line. She's got Landry over there on the D to D. Shoots. Shot in front. Good shot, but we're not going to beat that goalie from the blue line. That's some traffic in front of the net, John. So we need to get our players driving the net. We saw them working that in practice on Wednesday and Thursday night. So hopefully it turns up here in this power play. Here we go. Landry with it in the blue line. She's going to shoot from long range again. Out in front. Blocked by Padrones. Padrones comes out with it. Steps to the front of the net. Shoots just wide. Walsh now. Walsh got the puck down low. She sends it up the wall to Knight on the blue line. Knight back down. Attempts to get it back down to Walsh. There's a battle there. And the Kraken clear it to the neutral zone. Landry's there. Landry goes rink wide. Bork is going to pick that up now. Here we go. Ev Bork's got Padrones and Walsh with her. Padrones follows up on the rebound there. That's stolen by the Kraken again. 1:20 to go here in the Fury power play. Kraken with the puck in their own zone. Up to the blue line. That's held in there nicely by Walsh. And then gets the Knight, who sends it in on the net. And we're going to have a whistle. Well, we're going to have to get some shots on net and drive the net, John, and get some goals in the blue paint.
Nothing really happening here, Brian.
No, this is maybe a less energetic version of our Fury girls than we've seen on some other days. Harriman on the face-off now. She wins that puck. Goes back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets it over to Boyard. Boyard shoots, blocked by Little. McLaughlin in now in the forecheck. McLaughlin's there in the forecheck along with Kavanaugh. McLaughlin and Kavanaugh. Puck's in front. Squirts away from all 3 Fury forwards. Harriman and McLaughlin in on the forecheck now. Puck's down low behind the net. Kraken D picks it up. They send it up the wall. Atkinson's going to hold that in nicely. Here goes Claire Atkinson into the offensive zone. She's in behind the corner. Atkinson's there. She feeds it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it to Kavanaugh. Scores! Nice 3-way passing play there. Claire Atkinson over to Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the back door for Kavanaugh, who put it in the back of the net. 3-1. Kraken. 4:51 to go, second period. Huh. Oh, look at that. So we do have a space heater that's on fire here at the Lord Beaverbrook Arena.
Where do you see
little
that?
bit of the second one over here. You look at it, it's burning up instead of, see these ones are glowing and that one's burning. Kraken come the other way, they shoot. Nice glove save by Eloise Perreault. Bourgeois comes out with it in the corner.
So
she has
they're
some time
open
and space.
flames
She's going
coming
to fly
into
up the right-hand side. Steps around one,
It
steps
just
around
blew up
two,
now.
steps around 3. Here she goes. Into the front of the net, rebound. Oh, here we go. Ryan DeMille shoots. Tipped in front. Rebound again. Oh my goodness. Furious action here.
So is there any way to cut
Fury now clear the zone.
propane?
Kate Nelson gets the puck. She's got 2 people with her. Sends it to the middle towards Ferrand. That's broken up by the Kraken D, and they come the other way 2-on-2. They go offside, but apparently not. That was offside. Coach Nelson's calling it. I'm calling it. Referee's not calling it. So, battle in the corner. Lacasse is there. Bourgeois is there. Ferrand is there. Lacasse comes out with it. Here goes Lacasse. She fires it up the wall to Nelson. Nelson on the half wall sends it to the middle towards Ferrand, broken up by McGraw. McGraw steps towards the front of the net, tries the wraparound. Not a chance, says Eloise Perreault. Puck goes off the boards to Nelson. Nelson gets it to Ferrand. Ferrand's got Bourgeois wide. Here we go. Ferrand into the zone, but she's going 1-on-4, and not much daylight there. McGraw, she's going to go 1-on-2. Beats both D, and the puck skirts away from her. Now Bourgeois with it. Bourgeois sends it back behind her own net. Lacasse gives chase. DeMille is there. Oof, big collision. Ryan DeMille got completely cleaned there in the corner, accidentally. Here comes Padrones. Padrones steps over the blue line. She got Walsh with her. Padrones shoots low and wide. Now Bourgeois there in the forecheck. Here goes Bourgeois. She's been out there a long time. So she's going to get to the bench for a change. Eve Landry comes up with it. She goes D to D to Knight. Knight sends it up to the neutral zone to Walsh. Here goes Walsh. Broken up nicely by the St. John D, and Padronas recovers though. She steps into the zone. Little left, right, left there. Fires just off the side of the net. Bork's on the right side. She's going to give chase in the forecheck with some help from Walsh, and the Kraken are going to ice that puck. Did everything but score there, John. Face-off will be to the left side of the Kraken goalie. Atkinson and Boyard out there on D with Padronas, Walsh, and Bork. Kraken getting a few last-minute changes in as well. Draw one by the Fury. That gets to Boyard on the blue line. Back down low to Bork. Bork's on the half wall. Works it back up to Boyard. Boyard shoots. Blocked. Boyard again shoots in front of the net. Rebound is there. And the goalie quickly covers that up. The goalie's done a nice job not giving away big rebounds and just covering the ones that are there before we can get to them. Padronas on the face-off again. So, face-off gets back to Boyard. She shoots the blue line again. Lara Walsh is there. Now, Bork is there. Bork shoots off the post. Surprise shot there, and the goalie didn't see it at all. Kraken sent it down the ice, will not be icing. They claim Boyard touched it on the way out. Atkinson back for that puck. Here she goes. She stops up, sends it nicely up to Walsh. Pinching St. John player holds that line, but puck still gets out. We got 2-on-2 here. You got Bork and Padronas. Padronas, she's going to go wide on Hadley Stewart. Spin back the other way. Nice move by Alexis. Sends it to the front of the net. Off the post. Rebound is there. Shot from Boyard. Shoots. Blocked in front by the Kraken. Puck squirts awkwardly away from all our players. Kraken almost had a breakaway. Puck was into the corner here. Kraken send it back up to the wall to their D. Their D are going to aim, fire, and shoot from the blue line, and Perreault is going to cover that up. 1:25 to go, second period. A little more life in our Fury this period, John, especially the second half.
Yeah, no, it's they're skating much better now.
It's amazing how a goal goes right to your legs, isn't it?
Absolutely.
As a player, you can get a little confidence in a goal, and suddenly a little more spring in their step. Harriman wins that face-off. Kavanaugh comes out with it now. Here goes Kavanaugh. She's trying to get wide on the Kraken D and does. She's gone. She's got McLaughlin at the front of the net. Here goes Kavanaugh in front. She's got Harriman as well. Sends it towards the front of the net, actually off the net, and that goes to McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it up the wall towards Lacasse. Lacasse, she's able to hold it in. Now McLaughlin's got it. She's got Harriman and Kavanaugh in front. Sends it. Puck is there. Caught in a little bit of traffic.
Kraken almost put that in their own net.
They did. We would have taken that. 59 seconds to go. So, let's see if the Fury can steal one more goal here to close out this second period. Kraken don't seem to know what they're doing exactly here in the line change.
Should technically throw their center out for this.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did.
She can't take the draw.
She can't take it. There we go. Coach McLaughlin running an officiating course from the bench here for these young officials. Harriman now steps into the face-off against... what? Nope. Now we're thrown out of the face-off. Coach McLaughlin's less than enthused by that. He's saying some early prayers here from the bench. McLaughlin winds, fires, just wide. Kavanaugh comes out with it. She spins away from the pressure. McLaughlin's there to help. Now Harriman's there to help. Now back down low to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh, she's got the puck. 3 Kraken players in there. McLaughlin feeds him. Oh, attempts to feed Harriman just out of her reach. Lacasse is going to hold it. Now McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it towards the front of the net, broken up by the Kraken. Now Harriman jumps in, gets it in there, and the puck squirts to Madison Kavanaugh. We got Kavanaugh, McLaughlin, and Harriman buzzing in here. D for St. John picks it up, sends it up the blue line, but Lacasse is going to hold that in. Lacasse again off the wall. Down low, Chloe McLaughlin gives chase. Madison, Kavanaugh, and McLaughlin. Kavanaugh steals it, gets it to McLaughlin. A little bit of a scrum around the goalie with 10 seconds to go. Well, John, we're getting a few chances anyways.
No, it's great to see. Do we do a flood, Brian, in the
We
second
should
and
do a
third?
flood, yep.
Okay.
For all our
And they did turn off the exploding propane overhead heaters,
yeah.
as one did explode and catch fire. So
So, here we go. Face off in front. Puck squirts away. Nelson gets it. She shoots. Blocked again. Kraken are going to chip it out, and that'll do it.
I'll do it for us too, Brian.
Yeah.
We'll be back
Probably
in
time
15
for
minutes.
Yeah, time for a coffee and a refresh. All right, we are back. Fury come into the third period down by 2 goals. Here at the Lord Beaverbrook Rink in St. John. Ferrand, Bourgeois, and Nelson out there in the face-off. They've got Laundry and Sophie Knight on the blue line. Draw one back to Knight by Ferrand. Knight works it up the wall. That's off a Kraken stick and into their zone. Bourgeois is in on the forecheck. 22 for the Kraken grabs that puck. She's going to try to skate it out, but it's under some pretty good pressure there by the Fury. Kraken get it out just into the center ice. It's going to be grabbed there by Bourgeois. Nope, stolen back by the Kraken. There we go. Good job there by Knight. Good stick work. Puck gets over to the wall. Kraken player comes away with it. Laundry's going to step in to help. Kraken player fires it right out in front through a crowd. Gets to the blue line. Player winds and shoots. Tipped in front. Wide left of the net. Kraken come up with it. Puck gets up the wall. Bourgeois chips it around the D. You got Bourgeois, Ferrand, and Nelson. 3-on-1. Bourgeois. Ferrand shoots.
Oh.
Saved by the Kraken goalie, but on the backside of that play, at least got tangled up and they fell pretty hard into the boards. So Bourgeois is unfortunately hurt down here in the corner.
She's getting up though. That's a good sign.
Yeah, she's going to shake it off. A nice play there by Elise to drive wide and feed Ferrand in front of the net. And Kraken goalie was up to the task. 14-11 to go here, third period. Here comes the Padrones line. A cold winter day here in St. John. They want to keep the shift short, keep the girls from freezing to death on the bench.
Yeah, you know, a 50-second shift, an injured player, great time to change. Fresh legs.
Kraken come up with a draw against Padrones. They attempt to skate it out, but Bork is there to put some pressure on. Now Kraken D skates with it. She gains center, shoots it deep into the Fury zone. Puck's behind the net. Boyard's going to give chase. Boyard down there now. She chips it up the wall towards Bork. Boyard and Bork are there. Boyard sends it up to the blue line, held in there by Gillies. Gillies for the Kraken. She winds and shoots off the crossbar. Puck gets up the wall. Bork is there. She knocks it into neutral ice. No icing on this play as Padrones comes into the forecheck. Kraken goalie chips it to the corner for Hadley Stewart. Padrones steals it from her. Here we go. Padrones from the side of the net. Had Bork and Walsh in front. Here comes the puck on the wrong team stick, and they're going to skate it out of the zone. That's Gillies for the Kraken. She gains center. She's going to attempt to dump it again, and Alexis throws a hip check at center. Atkinson grabs that puck. Gets to Padrones again. Here comes Padrones. She's in. She's in the corner. She's got Walsh in front. She finds her. Shoots. Oh. Nice play. Good pass there by Alexis Padrones. And nice shot by Lara. One-timer in front. 13:06 now gone by. Left to go. Face-off will be to the left of the Kraken goalie. Kavanaugh, Harriman, and McLaughlin come out. Harriman on the face-off.
Early goal here would be nice, Brian, eh?
We'd take it. We would take it. Draw one by McGraw for the Kraken. She comes up with it behind her own net. McLaughlin's there to shut her down. They send it back up the other wall. Kavanaugh's there. Kraken get it to center. Fury are back checking. That's Harriman on the back check with McLaughlin. Puck goes behind the Fury net. DeMille now. DeMille sends it up the wall towards Kavanaugh. Broken up by the Kraken. Back down low into our zone. McLaughlin there now. McLaughlin chips it to Lacasse. Lacasse grabs the puck. She steps around the forechecker for the Kraken. Puck gets to Madison Kavanaugh. She's tied up.
Oh, her stick is in the board.
Her stick was stuck in the crack of the door when the Zamboni comes out. Now Lacasse, Harriman, and McLaughlin break out. 3 Fury. Lacasse sends it to Harriman. Harriman steps away.
Big
steps
shot
in the middle.
coming. Oh, she's tied
sends
up.
Sends it behind the net. McLaughlin's here now. Harriman almost broke loose there. Kraken clear at the neutral zone. Held up by Ryan DeMille. DeMille sends that puck into the Kraken zone. We're offside. We got a double back. Fury going to take that chance to change. McGraw behind her own net for the Kraken. She comes out with it. She makes an outlet pass to the wing. Broken up there. Puck's over here now. Sophie Knight's going to play that puck. She chips it off the wall into center.
Too many men.
Too many men on the ice. Is that going against? That's going against the Kraken, huh?
Kraken, yeah.
Well, this kind of temperature, you don't want to take your fingers out to count, John. And if you got gloves on, some are mittens, it's tougher. Looks like the St. John coach might be wearing mittens, so couldn't get to 6.
Oh.
So Lily Manderson, Miramichi Heritage, is going to go to the bench, the penalty box for the Kraken. Her family's from the right side of the river, in case you're wondering.
In the penalty box, I'm assuming she's from Chatham.
Shot for the blue line. Kraken clear the puck down the ice, and they're going to win the foot race into our Fury zone. Kraken come up with it. Nice stick check there by Sophie Knight. Kraken still with it. Kraken player spins. Knight knocks her down, and we're going to play some 4-on-4 hockey going forward. So, Sophie Knight wasn't letting that player spin away from her. With 19 seconds gone in the Fury power play, we're going to go play some 4-on-4 hockey.
No, we can't send Alexis for 5.
Oh, well, no, it's 4-on-4, guys. Here we go. Face off won by the Kraken. Padrones is there. She puts some pressure on it, but Kraken get it in deep. Oh, that's DeMille doing battle on the wall. No, I'm behind you. That was Boyard. Boyard did battle. Kraken come out with it. They're deep in the corner with it. Kraken attempt to feed their D out of her reach. Padrones is flying in there on the forecheck. Forechecking worked extremely well. Puck gets to Elise Bourgeois. She attempts to get to the net, and that's broken up there. Padrones gets mugged in the corner, but Bourgeois with it in front of the net. Steps out front, wide. Shoot! Oh, off a shin pad. Kraken goalie lost sight of the puck. It was a big empty cage there. Now Atkinson's going to shoot. Atkinson does shoot. Oh, hit a shin pad in front into the corner. Now Bourgeois with it. Bourgeois sends it down low to Padrones. Nice play. Here goes Padrones with the puck. She's looking for Bourgeois. Finds her. Bourgeois attempts to shoot. Nope, spins away. She's under some pressure from the Kraken. That's going to get to Boyard. Boyard gains the zone. She steps to the front of the net. That's blocked by the Kraken D. Off a shin pad. Kraken recover it. Oh, Ev Bork came flying in there and almost intercepted. Kraken get the puck all the way down the ice. Steered to the one side by Perreault. Here comes Atkinson. Atkinson really skating.
Oh, interference there.
That was a heck of a lead block there by Alexis Padrones.
Yeah, we got away with one.
Looked like a fullback from a football team there. Just clearing the way for the running back. Bork gets it out front. That's broken up by the Kraken. 10 seconds and 30 seconds and the penalties remaining. DeMille now. She gets it out of our zone. Picked off there by McGraw at center. McGraw, she's going to take her time and gain the offensive zone. She steps around Padrones. She gets wide on DeMille. Circles back. Tries to work it in front. That's broken up nicely by Atkinson. Atkinson's in a battle for it now on the wall. She wins that battle and gets puck out of our zone. 8 seconds to go here in the Kraken power play. I make that 3 seconds. Kraken attempt to exit the zone. Walsh was there in the forecheck. Kavanaugh's there too. Walsh and Kavanaugh out there. We are back to even strength. Sophie Knight hops onto the ice. Puck centered in front. Broken up there by Lara Walsh. Nice job in front by Lara. Puck's in front again. DeMille chips it towards the boards. Harriman's there to try and break that up. Back up to the blue line. Back into the corner. Lacasse is there for the Fury. She spins away from the forechecker. She's got some time and space. She's going to skate a little bit. Here we go. She sends it rink wide to Lara Walsh. Lara Walsh, Madison Kavanaugh, and Emily Harriman in here on the rush. Kraken player breaks up that play. Gets it to the blue line. Held in there by Knight. That was not Knight held in. That was Lacasse, excuse me. And
they're calling that penalty. Lara had the puck and was tripped over the blue line when she had the puck. They let that go, and then they call that.
So 8:52 to go. We're back on the penalty kill. McLaughlin and Harriman are going to be on the kill along with Laundrie and Knight. I always say your best penalty killer is your goaltender, so hopefully that continues to be the case here this morning. Harriman wins the draw. She gets that to Knight. Knight sends it up the wall, bounces, and then McLaughlin gets it to the center. That's recovered there by Johnson. Johnson sends it deep into the corner. That squirts away from Eve Laundrie towards the net. Laundrie sends it up the wall. In front. Puck's there. Through the Kraken D's legs. Into the zone. Harriman's going to give chase. Let's see which way this one goes. Johnson, nice outlet pass by her. And here comes McGraw for the Kraken. She gains center ice. She's in 2-on-2. Steps to the middle. Goes wide. Blocked by Sophie Knight. Nice job by Sophie. Sophie pokes it away from her. Grabs the puck and gets it all the way out and into the Kraken zone. Nice job there by Sophie Knight. 1 minute 15 to go in this penalty kill for us. Ooh. Kraken player, Stewart, steps in, shoots, blocked by Knight again. Sophie Knight doing her best Chris Tanev impression out there on the blue line for us. So, Alexa Ferrand comes out over the boards with Kate Nelson on the penalty kill. Ferrand now on the back check. She's putting some pressure on McGraw. McGraw slides it over to Gillies. Gillies steps wide. Fires, shoots. Nice save by Eloise Perreault.
Get out.
Fury clear the zone all the way down the ice. Kate Nelson now in on the forecheck. Stewart back for that. She sends it up the wall. That's going to get to Ferrand. There we go. Ferrand steps towards the net.
Chance for her.
Get a shot. Backhand. Oh, broken up in front. Kraken.
The hook.
That looked like we got away with one there.
We got away with it, yeah.
Nice job by Alexa on the forecheck. Puck is in a set of skates. It squirts to Claire Atkinson. Atkinson over the blue line. She runs out of daylight and sends it deep into the corner smartly. Here goes Kate Nelson down in the corner. Nelson puts some pressure on. Kraken D spins away from her behind her own net. Now Ferrand's there to help. Atkinson pinches in to hold the zone. Atkinson fires behind the net, gets it back. Here she goes. Spins away from the Kraken D. Steps out front with it. Oh, just squirts away from her the last minute. Nice moves there by Atkinson. Almost got her home. We are offside. We're going to tag up. No, we're back on side. Bourgeois in there. There goes Bourgeois with it. Nope, poked away from her. Back to Atkinson. Atkinson sends it all the way down the ice.
They're going to call that icing.
That's technically icing, but being offside by, I'd say, what was that, 6-8 inches maybe?
Yeah.
In any event, Fury showing a little sign of life. Just hopefully we can get some goals here before we run out of time. 6:27 to go, third period. Face-off will be to the left. We got Pedronas, Walsh, and Ev Bork out there now with Lacasse and DeMille. Draw one by Pedronas, goes to DeMille. DeMille's behind her own net. Puck rolls on her. She sends it back up the other way to Walsh. Walsh now on the wing. She chips it up the wall. She's got some pressure. Two Kraken forecheckers there. Puck gets down behind our net now. DeMille's back for it. Here comes Ryan DeMille with the puck. She has a look up the boards towards Ev Bork. Takes a funny hop off the wall and gets away from her. Back into the zone again. Anna Lacasse now. She's going to turn up ice. Here goes Lacasse. She finds Walsh. Walsh tips that to center, broken up by the Kraken. Walsh going to get to that one this time. She did, but then recovered by the Kraken. Here come the Kraken. They get wide. We got Lacasse and DeMille out there on the blue line for us. Lacasse angles her player off the wall. Lara's got it now. Here comes Lara Walsh. She's got Bork and Pedronas with her. Oh, broken up nicely by the Kraken D. Ev Bork was gone as that puck got through. Here goes Anna Lacasse. Lacasse, she finds Pedronas. Pedronas sends it over to Bork. Bork now. Here we go, Ev Bork. Ev Bork. Oh, she's hooked up and the puck squirts away from her. She attempts to get to the Walsh. Walsh now on the back check, but Kraken step away with it. Here they come, one-on-one. Not many people are going to go by Ev Laundry one-on-one, John. Nice job by Ev. She steps behind the net now. She's under some pressure from the forecheckers. Pedronas is there now with Walsh. They're attempting to get it out, almost. Walsh is there now, does get it out. Nice job by Lara. Kraken are back into their own zone. They stop up. Kraken are going to ice that puck with 4:44 to go here. Third period.
Allows us to complete a change, Brian, get a full line out there.
Yeah, always good when you get a whole line change together. Something that we don't consistently see very often. But at their age, I guess, without some direction, it's hard to know that sometimes. They get caught up in the moment, right? Harriman on the face-off. She wins the draw to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh steps towards the net. She sends it out to McLaughlin. That's poked away by the Kraken D. McLaughlin on the forecheck now. McLaughlin's there. Harriman's there. Kavanaugh's there. Number 22 continues to dangle around everybody. She sure can play. Harriman now stops her up. Here comes Sophie Knight with it. She gets the puck out of our zone. Nice little dipsy-do by Sophie Knight. She's going to send it back into McLaughlin. Interrupted there by McGraw. Nice job by Ev Landry to step up there to break up McGraw's rush. Landry's back behind the net now with the puck. She sends the puck into the shin pads of McGraw, who comes out with it. McGraw shoots. Glove save by Eloise Perreault. 4:04 to go. 3-1. for the Fury. Sorry, for the Kraken. I wish it was 3-1 for the Fury. Alexa Ferron is going to take this face off. Ferron now. Face off is complete. Puck gets to Bourgeois. You can't quite clear. Boyard's there with it now. She's battling inside our blue line. Chips it nicely up to Bourgeois. Bourgeois with it. She steps around the Kraken D. No, McGraw breaks that up. Puck gets over to Atkinson. Atkinson, he comes to the head of speed into the offensive zone. Gains the zone, chips it in behind. Yeah, Kraken recover and send it back up the other side. Alexa Ferron's there for it. Ferron squirts away from her. She spins away. She's hauled down. No call. Here's Atkinson. She's going to shoot. Ooh, just wide of the net. Here goes Sam Boyard down low. Boyard steps around the Kraken player, cuts to the front of the net. No, behind the net. Boyard sends the puck. Gets to Bourgeois. Bourgeois shoots. Broken up in front there by number 22 for the Kraken, and she's off to the races. 22. She steps around Atkinson, but Atkinson gets just enough for her to knock the puck away.
Puck her body. You can't get both by me.
That's it. Nice job by Claire there. Claire now. She's got the puck. Nelson's down there with her. Atkinson comes up the puck again. Sends it up the wall. No winger home there. We're gone for a line change. Puck's back into the Fury corner. Here we go. The Kraken with it behind the net. Goes off the back of the net. There's a little battle over there. Atkinson, Walsh, and Ferron are there. Kraken send it to the front of the net. Their player doesn't notice. Recovered by Boyard. Here goes Boyard. She's got Bourgeois and Walsh with her. 3-on-2. Oh, just offside.
Just barely.
Just offside. 2:29 to go. Face-off will be just outside the Kraken zone. Bork, Padrones, and Walsh on the face-off. Face-off won by Padrones over to Ryan DeMille. DeMille gains the zone. She shoots. Nice shot by DeMille.
Perfect.
Steered in the corner by the Kraken goalie. Kraken D come up with the puck. They grab the puck and send it all the way down the ice. It will be icing. 2:18, 2:17 to go. Might be time to pull our goalie and try and steal a goal here, wouldn't you think?
What? Why not with lose 4-1 or lose 3-1?
Yeah, in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Yeah, the defensive zone draw. And was it you that said to me, statistically speaking, they've done the analytics, and usually on 3 to 4 minutes, they're pulling their goalies now in the NHL.
Yeah,
so.
the earlier you pull, the better.
Greater likelihood of success.
Yep. There goes Lacasse back for that puck. Lacasse sends it up the wall to Bork. Off her stick into the Kraken zone. Kraken send it back the other way. Now DeMille with it. DeMille, that's poked away from her. That was Manderson on the forecheck for the Kraken who came up with the puck. Puck comes up the wall to the blue line. Marsh holds that in. She shoots towards the Fury net. It's in front. And that's going to be, oh God. Ooh. I thought that was going to be covered up by us, and it stayed loose, and the Kraken popped that in the net. So, 4-1 here, third period. Well, I think today the Kraken have just been the better team, John.
They have been the better team.
They just, worked harder than us is a general statement, but that's okay. You can't be great every day.
No.
Face off now at center. McLaughlin comes away with it. She drops it back to Eve Landry. Landry on the blue line now. She sends it to Harriman. Harriman's got a little bit of daylight poked away from her. Harriman, McLaughlin, and Kavanaugh here for the Fury. McLaughlin gains the zone. She stops up. Nice play by Chloe. Finds Madison. Madison attempts to beat the D there. And Kraken get it out. Here they come the other way. 2-on-2. Nice job by Eve Landry. Steps up and breaks up that rush. Landry steps in front of her own net. She feeds it wide towards Madison Kavanaugh, just ahead of her. Kraken will send it back in. Landry's going to get a second chance here. Puck down in the corner. Landry under some pressure from Cormier. Cormier steals it. Broken up in front by Harriman. Harriman comes out with it. She attempts to get it to McLaughlin. Stands on it. Kraken have the puck. They work it back to the blue line. Shot from the blue line for the Kraken. Battle in front. Knight does a nice job of tying up her player. There goes Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's got McLaughlin and Harriman. 3-on-2. 3-on-2. Here we go. Poked away. It's in their skates. Where is it? Oh, the Kraken managed to grab the puck and send it back the other way. 40 seconds to go here. Atkinson behind the net. Maybe she'll go all the way. Here we go. Atkinson. Oh, we're we are offside by a little bit there, and I feel like the Kraken are going to get a penalty here for slashing. What do you think, John? 3 goals in 20 seconds?
Yeah, you know what? I try to be glass half full kind of guy, but no, Brian. No.
Yeah, sometimes it's half full, sometimes half empty, sometimes halfway to your next beer, I guess, at the end of the day.
Just want to get it here quickly now.
Yeah, 23 seconds to go. Fury go to the power play. Ferran, Bork, and Nelson. Ferran wins the draw. Nelson sends that to Atkinson. Atkinson sends it down in the corner. Bork will get there. Puck takes a weird hop around her. Recovered by the Kraken. They're in behind their own net. Kraken sent it up the wall. Broken up by Atkinson. Kraken fired off the referee's shin pads, and that'll go all the way down the ice here, and that'll do it with 1 second to go. The Fundy Kraken are going to skate away with a 4-1 win against their Sifa Fury today. I think it's really all Matthew Perreault's fault for not packing Eloise's jersey. Set the wrong tone for the game.
Yeah, just started off on the wrong foot and...
Just kidding. But in any event, you can't win them all. And we're back at it tomorrow at 12 noon at the Byron Dobson Arena in Riverview as we take on West Kent. So hope you all have a great Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow.